I shall ever be your strength and your comfort. When all is said and done, I would ask a favor of you.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we are finally getting down to the very last of the Dwarf Beast Tribe, which again is not a beast tribe, they're just, I guess, a regular tribe. But anyway, we're back one last time in Watts' Anvil, and the quest is called Tanks for the Memory. Ronnet looks prim to fire a particularly cheery dwarven greeting in your general direction. Just who I was hoping to see. The hi-ho to you, Claire. The hi-ho. Aha! A fine hi-ho if ever I heard one. Since the last time we spoke, we've been busier than ever. Our first paying customers, Irilova and Kovia, have already started using rolling tankards to ferry their goods about. So far, there's been no reports of any horrendous accidents or anything, which is a relief. We'll be aiming for the same high level of quality for the rest of the tanks, and thanks to our new friends, word's been getting around fast. Orders have been flying in thick and fast. This is going better than I dared dreamed. This calls for a celebration. Of course, it wouldn't be the same without all the others, so I'll go round them up. In the meantime, why don't you go over to Clearmelt and wait with Lorthea? You leave inviting the guests to me. Lorthea will pour you a cup or tea or something while you wait. And I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of drinking involved. I'm a little bit sad. I love these dwarves. Like, I could hang out with them all day. They are hilarious. And I don't think they try to be. That's just in their nature, I'm guessing. But they're great. Oh, I see. You're the opposite of what they call fashionably late. Since you're here, you can help me get everything ready. Oh, look at this! A nice little spread, a little party going on. Heh, I'm surprised you resisted the temptation to start digging in before we got here. I bet you ain't never seen a feast like this. We got the best grub Norvant has to offer. Elois and Salik even brought a keg of their famous ale over from Wright. But how did they carry something so heavy all this way, I hear you cry? Yeah, that's right. By tank, of course. Those things might be armed to the teeth with some of the world's most advanced weaponry, but it's what they carry that makes the real difference. People across the land can get what they need when they need it. Not to mention a few of life's luxuries, too. It seems all of our hard work has finally paid off. To think that Wright is at long last able to produce its own ale again. Thanks to you and Ronnet, we've had the best barley crops in years. Even our very first batch has earned the approval of our village's most demanding beer aficionados. And due to the much improved quantity of the soil, we've begun growing our own fruit, the juice of which we brought for the younger ones and titolars to enjoy. Alright everyone, it's time for a toast! So raise a tankard of ale, or tankard of juice if you're a mewling whelp like Ronnet. Watch it, Ozogg, or you'll be wearing that drink of yours. To be fair, Ronnet is still young. To the continued success of Watts' Anvil, and to all of our friends. Cheers! Years of struggle and adversity seem a distant memory to the inhabitants of the First as they strive for a better tomorrow. Oh, that's a cute dance. In particular, the Dwarves of Kalusha will have a vital role to play in the days to come, with their ingenuity and diligence paving the way to unlimited possibilities. Really? And even after the dishes were cleared away, the celebrations continued. Say then, Mish, you don't seem drunk in the slightest. I would just like to slay. Oi, Karut, at least finish your sentences before you fall asleep. I think what he means is we all owe you our heartfelt thanks, especially Ronnet. Before you showed up, he wouldn't say boo to a Gushi, but now he's turned into a great leader. Must be from following your example. We know you've got other people out there who need you, so it would be selfish to expect you to stay, but we're grateful for the time you spent with us. It means a lot. It really does. And if you're ever passing through, be sure to pay us a visit. Anyway, we best be heading back to the Anvil. Safe travels. Oh, and make sure you slay goodbye to Eloish and Slawis before you leave. They'll be meaning to speak with you. Oh man, that is hard. How do you speak drunk to someone who stutters? When I heard that they were bringing worms over from Amnarang for us to eat, I thought they'd gone barmy, but having tasted them, I can see the appeal. This ale from Right really hits the spot. Who does she think she is, calling me a mewling whelp? I don't even know what that means, but I assume it's an insult. It means you can't hold your ale. I must say this was quite the gathering. Oh, there you are. Eloise and I were just talking about you. We were wondering if the ale was to your liking. And then it occurred to me that you may not even drink in the first place. Do you, partake in the odd trouble? Oh, that's kind of a funny thing, because it's been stated that the Warrior of Light has trouble accepting drinks from people, especially after everything that happened, so... But I can't say that she's not someone who's never drinks before, so... Yeah, I've been known to whip my whistle on occasion. Yes, and no doubt the volume varied in accordance with the nature of said occasion. Happy one such as this calls for a more than mere sip or two, I dare say. Can I say, Sal, Luke, how wonderful it is to see you in such high spirits. You're like a changed man. A changed man we have you to thank for, Claire, considering all you've done for us in our village. I cannot imagine how we will ever repay you, so if there's aught you need, just say the word. My sentence exactly. I dread to think what would have become of us without your intervention. Yes, and we hold debt of gratitude to Master Ronnet as well. Thanks to him and his automaton, my father's dream has at last come true. If we take a lead out of Ronnet's book by combining ingenuity with hard work, there's nothing we can't achieve. Maybe next time you come to Wright, we'll have something new to show you. Our doors are always open, so don't be a stranger. Ah, I almost forgot to ask. Have you spoken with Ozogg? It seems there is something she would like to discuss with you. Well, we'll be taking it one step at a time. If we continue our efforts, right will go from strength to strength. If only our dearly departed were here with us now. I should like to think they are watching over us, even at this very moment. Yeah, I can just barely remember their storylines, but yeah. It's so nice that they're adding, like, all these little tidbits. Have you eaten your fill, Claire? I'm sure she has room for some more. Have you tried these wigglers from Amlerang? If you can pluck up the courage, they're quite delicious. Yeah, I can't get enough of them. Just thinking about them makes me queasy. Come on, live a little. It's like I always say, youth is wasted on the young. Yes, it'll be even more of a waste if a gifted engineer like me chokes to death on some godforsaken worm. I've got to look after myself if I want these plans of ours to come to fruition. Anyway, Lorthia, I bet your best years are still ahead of you. In fact, why don't you come and help out at Wants's Anvil? It's gotta be better than drinking and soaking in the hot springs all day. When you get to my age, you'll learn to appreciate things like that. You mark my words. Still, wouldn't do to let my skills get rusty. I suppose I could pop over and do a spot of welding from time to time. Actually, Claire, there's something I wanted to say to you. For most of my life, I've been living according to others' expectations, without thinking about what I want. But thanks to you, I've made up my mind. Like you, I'm going to pursue my own goals, my own dreams. That's why I've decided to carry on here, where I can express myself and be who I want to be. Rather than wasting my life being bound by tradition and rules, I want to be free to go where I please and do as I please. But don't you want to go back to your village? Oh, the thralls here have permission to travel between Tomra and the Anvil whenever they want. What about you? Well, it's not as though I've been banished. Not yet, anyway. Ah! I can hardly go back to Tomra now, can I? From this day forth, I am no longer a Gog. I shall live only as Ozogg, descendant of Watts himself. I answer to no one. But you can't just take off your helmet like that. It's indecent. I think he's getting flustered by the sight of a pretty girl. How can he expect to beat me in a battle of wits if he turns into a babbling buffoon every time I take my helmet off? Watts' hammer's as good as mine! That reminds me, I should get started on my next creation and prove my superiority once and for all. Time to head back to the Anvil. And it looks like I might be joining you sooner rather than later. You young'uns have brought me some much-needed excitement. I cannot wait to see what you'll come up with next. I think those two are just going to be like the infamous duo. Like, I think there's a lot that Ozogg can learn from her. This certainly makes a difference from the usual crowd we have here at the Clearmelt. But yeah, come on, lady. Apparently those two are distant cousins or something, so I really don't think it's appropriate. But still, I'm glad that Ozogg took off her helm. She's so cute. I mean, I really hate those helmets, so I hope that Ronnet will do the same too eventually. I want to see what he looks like. That Ozogg, and she got no shame! Just because she doesn't want to go back to Tomra, there's no need to expose herself like that! I know you ain't a thrall or a Gog, so I don't expect you to understand, but you agree with me, don't you? Well, truth be told, you should take off your helmet too. You might find it liberating. I like you better without your helm, to be honest. What? No, absolutely not. Never. I'd rather lose my whole damn head than remove my helmet. Oh, this is Ozogg's fault. She needs a bloody good talking to. But that can wait. Bugger, I can't remember what I was going to say now. Oh, something about thanking you, whatever it was. Well, I suppose I should express my gratitude for sticking with me through this thick and thin, even when it looked like this whole plan was gonna blow up in my face. I know sometimes I can get a bit jealous of you having so many talents compared to me, being the savior of the bleeding world and all that. But I know you ain't doing it to steal my thunder, you're just trying to be a good friend. And you are, the very best. Bloody hells, keep this up and I'll start bawling like a newborn. Anyway, the struggle to get those tanks might be over, but me, Ozogg, and the others carry on here. So if you ever feel like showing off those skills of yours, you know where to come. In the meantime, best of luck with saving the world or whatever you'll be doing. And it's so cute! It's a nice little addition. Okay, so I'm guessing that's it. Okay, so we are now at the Bloodsworn Reputation. So can you remember back when this whole thing was just a giant lump of earth? Now here it is, building up devastating tanks of war to deliver packages straight to you. Oh, I almost forgot about the vendor. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of new stuff there. Oh, I hope that we can get that dance. I want to see that dance. I'm wondering, like, are we going to be having, like, one final Beast Tribe quest, like, with everyone here? Like, we have the Dwarves, and then we'll have the Pixies and the Katari. I wonder how they're going to work that in. I'm sure that we're going to have one. I just wish I knew exactly what's going to happen. Don't you worry about me, mate. I'll be holding down the fort here, keeping an eye on this lot. Still, if you fancy chipping in with a bit of the work, I ain't gonna say no. Oh, and there's Ozogg over there. This corner of the workshop is where my own projects are due to unfold. And I'll tell you something for nothing. They won't involve any tanks. I've had enough of those things to last me a lifetime. Let's see what we got. Oh, the Lahai Hop! An illustrated manual of the various steps that comprise the Lahai Hop, a dance that, like most every dwarven custom, is tremendously rousing. Okay! I have to see this. I have to see this. And watch his sketches. Drawn many, many moons ago by the famed ones, these illustrations depict the concept of a form of wheeled transportation. Unfortunately, details on the inner workings have been largely omitted, but even in these undeveloped state, the design shows promise. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Come on! There it is! Look at that! That is adorable! Oh, you outdid yourself this time, Square Enix. Okay. That is my new favorite dance. I thought it was going to be hard to top the bee's knees, but you did it. Okay, so I'm just going to go back home and show you Wantz's sketches really quick. Okay, so like we were hoping for, this is actually a copy of the sketching that we've seen so far, like from Ronit. Look at that! That's really, really nice. So I guess that's it for the dwarves. Oh, I'm so sad. I mean, we need more of the dwarves. I don't know about the rest of you. But anyway, everyone, thank you all so much for watching. And I can't wait to see what they have planned for the next beast tribes, I guess. Or at least the final beast tribe that should be coming up. If I had to guess, probably in 5.5. So until next time, everyone, take care and have an amazing rest of your day. Bye!